Man, one of the biggest problems in this country is a lot of the people people like me on the left, I'm a leftist. I'm not sure really where I fall, whether I'm a socialist, democratic socialist, it doesn't matter. Basically, where I'm at is I think we need to have public solutions for a lot of the things that we have issues with in this country. We need to use the power of government because the government does have a lot of power, for better or worse. And I want it to be doing good things, like making sure that people have high quality, housing close to where they work. And I want the majority of our economy to be focused on like public goods, solving real problems. And I want there to be sufficient control over industries, if they're going to have markets or whatever, that they're not doing harm in the world. And there are people that, like, I'm expected to work alongside to help beat back fascism, the same people that give legitimacy to fascist foreign policies around the world. Like, colonialism and empire is a problem. Like, our country, like our military has done devastating harm around the world, and we are responsible for that. And we have to pull that shit back. Like, I think our power should be based on the good things that we do around the world and for our people, so we're not seen as such a threat to everyone else. Because if we are not posing a threat, we have a lot fewer people that want to go after us. And a lot of the people that want to go after us are because of the harm that we have done. Like, we have destabilized so many countries. We have screwed them over on resources. We have enslaved people, and the imperial boomerang is coming back to us. And now that stuff is happening here because our billionaires have basically ran out of ideas for extracting wealth. So now they're extracting it from us, sometimes through literal, like, quote unquote, legal slavery. Like, this government has continuously found new ways to make people's presence here illegal. They are grabbing people based on nonsense, old run-ins with the law, even like majorly minor infractions, literally things that, and they probably will, if they turn it on us. Like, if you ever got like a traffic ticket, they could get you. You got a parking ticket, they could get you. I've had both of those. I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect with parking. Like, sometimes it's a little confusing with speeding. Like, come on. Like, everybody is a little bit, careless or a little bit flexible with the speed limit, right? And you get caught and then you're in trouble. So I don't want to hear from people that are like liberals or libertarians that actually, like, people on the left that are saying we need a different policy on Israel. Like, we cannot continue backing this fascist government. We have to beat back fascism wherever the hell it is, because it's a threat to us all. And we can't have fascist foreign policies anymore. We can't be exploiting other people. We have to play fair. We have to have like fair trade. And we have to take care of our people. We have to have, like, to the extent that we need to have some production in the United States, like where it makes sense, yeah, sure. But that means that we're going to have to do some public investment. Because, like, and we need to change corporate law. Like, there needs to be different incentives in place. So, and I don't necessarily have all the answers on this. I don't. Like, if regulations are too burdensome, maybe we need to help them out with ensuring that they can meet the regulatory requirements. Like, we have like a public-private partnership in terms of making sure that they have the resources that they need. And those are jobs programs. Like, make it less burdensome for people to do business that are doing good things for everybody. Like, I'm fine with that, I guess. But I don't, like, that also means there needs to be a different tax system if we're going to be helping out with some of that stuff. I don't know. Like, there's no perfect solutions, but we have to do things differently because what's happening right now isn't good. Like, we need people to be able to have their needs taken care of. And if you're expecting people to be in a forced labor situation because there's no other way to survive, you have to make sure that there's good jobs And I don't, like, I think though, like if you're going to require people to work, I think we need to make sure that people have to work less of their life, because it's not fair. Like, it's not right that we're stuck giving the best years of our lives away and then we get almost nothing at the end. Like when it's time for us to like kick back and enjoy our golden years, like we're just, by that point, like our bodies are breaking down on us for a lot of people, depending on like the kinds of things that you've done in your life, the kinds of work, the kind of stuff you've been around. Yeah, like self-care plays a role, but like a lot of times, like the biggest factor with self-care is, you know, it's education, it's whether you have sufficient money and resources, whether you have time. And if you're constantly doing like high stress stuff, like that affects everything. And if you're working too much, you're working like multiple jobs, like people that have to work like multiple jobs, like that, you know, it's kind of hard for them to be healthy. I was like really not healthy when I was working way too much when I was young. I was working like 4 jobs at a time and serving our country. You know, it's like part-time, like Army National Guard, but I did it. I did a bunch of other stuff while going to school full-time too. So I don't know, but I'm like, I don't want to hear from people that are like defending fascist foreign policies, and like people should not be so knee-jerk to defend indefensible actions by the United States. Like, it's possible to love your country but not be in love with everything it does. And if it does wrong, we have to call it out. We have to figure out how to do better. Like, that's how we make improvements. Criticism is normal. It doesn't make you less patriotic. It just makes you a thinking human that cares and worries about the consequences of the harms that we do. Like when you pollute the world and you know, contribute to climate change that can eventually lead to like mass genocides and then engage in actual genocides, I think that's worth criticizing. I don't know. And then people get airtime that talk bullshit, like they're talking conspiracy theories and Maha and all this other bullshit, when people like me don't get a voice, really. Like, you know, I'm here, but I have a small footprint. And there's other people that talk like me that they don't get taken seriously, because you got a whole bunch of knuckleheads that are defending the indefensible, acting like that's normal. Like, we need to wake up in this country. Like, I think people are mature enough, like they can be made to be mature enough to accept that we've done some damage and we need to fix it. And if we fix it, that could be a good thing for all of us. That's jobs. Those are jobs, and we can help each other. It doesn't just have to be for profit. We can have a for humanity system, a care for all system for in every category, and do things differently. There's no reason why we can't. We're just deciding not to. And I'm sorry, but like I have a hard time working with conservatives because they want to close the conversation down immediately. They're saying like nobody's entitled to anything. I'm like, according to what? According to who? You just made that up. I don't care. Cool. So I see your bullshit and I raise you something that's actually substantive. Because the problem is not like the system is not working. You're complaining about the system, but you offer what? Worse? I don't think that's a winning argument. I don't agree with you. I don't have to agree with you. Like, it seems like the right wing, when they say they want unity, what they actually want is they want the left to just shut up. And I'm not going to, because you keep spouting off fucking bullshit and you punch me and you expect me to not punch back. You're out of your damn mind. Especially when I have an actual argument based in reality and I'm trying to solve problems, and I take the time to fucking understand the problems, and there are solutions, and you guys keep getting in the way. You voted wrong every single time because you're paranoid about some bullshit a whole bunch of assholes lied to you about, and you didn't bother to check. So who's the asshole? Certainly not me. When I hear some bullshit, I'm like, I don't know. And I look into it and I go, yep, that's bullshit. You hear bullshit and you're like, yummy, 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 yummy. It's you. Like you say, I went to school and I got indoctrinated. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I had to do the work. I had to do the fucking work. They don't ask you to just spit out bullshit. They ask you to learn, to actually understand how to like look through facts and determine fact from fiction and opinion, and do actual research and understand how to read studies and how to conduct studies. I had to do a master's thesis. That means I had to do a study on something. And I had to present my findings. I had to make an argument. I had to make a damn good one in order to get my degree. And that was one of the last ones that I got. I've had to be in the real world working my ass off and go to school, which is damn hard. And a lot of you guys, I'm sorry, but you just don't have the mental fortitude to hack it. Most of you couldn't do half the shit that I've done in my life. And you want to sit there and say that you think you live in a meritocracy. So why am I not like a billionaire? You have no idea how hard I've worked in my life. And you know why I'm not a billionaire? Because I'm not doing things that serve big money. I'm doing things that serve the people. And there ain't no money in that. There's some, but there's not. You don't get handsomely rewarded. You don't fall ass backwards into this stuff. You have to work your ass off for it, and you have to work your ass off to keep it. So I don't want to hear about no bullshit from people that are like, oh, he's college educated. I'm working class, bitch. I'm college educated, bitch. I'm a veteran, bitch. I put my ass on the line for this country, and I've worked the majority of my life with not that many fucking breaks. I had to work for what I got. And if somebody gets extra help, even if they don't really need it or something, or like, I don't categorize it that way. People got a need. I think people deserve a hell of a lot more on a floor level. I think people should have a good life on the floor level, guaranteed. And then everything else is just bonus. But you don't understand the fact that like a lot of people just fell ass backwards into a lucky position and they got stuck there and they didn't earn shit. And you think that's fair. You think that's a meritocracy. Man, you got some kind of funky color glasses on, the lying lens of the right wing. And fucking liberals and neoliberals. I got beefs with you guys too. Because you keep defending shit that's aiding fascism. And I don't. I'm further left than you. I recognize that this system is a shit fucking sandwich from top to bottom with hardly any redeeming qualities because it's right-wing fucking bullshit. It's wrong on the premise across nearly everything in our system. And you guys don't want to unfuck it. You guys are committed to it. And I'm supposed to work with you guys. You need to commit to fucking change. Don't sit there and come to us, people on the left, and say, oh, we're getting fucked 6 ways from Sunday, when you guys have been feeding the fucking machine the entire goddamn time. Well, people like me say, we understand this is fucked up and this is the stuff that we need to do. And you guys keep acting like we're naive little children. I'm not going to take the fucking L because I didn't earn it. Y'all earned the fucking L. Y'all got to take your goddamn medicine and start listening to people that are further to the left of you because they have fucking diagnosed the problem long ago and they proposed fucking solutions the entire time and you fought them the whole fucking way. We are not the problem. The leftists are not the problem in this fucking country. We ain't fucking around. We don't fight bullshit fights. You guys sit there and say, oh, we want to fight over pronouns. That was made up bullshit from fucking right-wingers and the neoliberal assholes and liberal assholes fed into the bullshit in the media. That wasn't the left. We're saying it's a fucking simple thing, man. Like, just fucking be respectful to people. It's not that goddamn hard. Why are we talking about this? Y'all made issues out of fucking nothing. That wasn't the left. That wasn't people like me anyway. I can smell a distraction a mile of fucking way. Like fucking Chris Rufo and all those other dipshits on the right wing. You got fucking Barry Weiss and her little dumbass projects. You got fucking Dave Rubin and fucking, what's his name? Jimmy Dore, Cenk Uygur, Anna Kasparian, all playing into all this bullshit with fucking Tucker Carlson and Charlie Kirk and all these other knuckleheads. And all the fucking mainstream media that's fucking right wing. It's corporatist bullshit. I don't have representation in either party, aside like little pieces from people like Maxwell Frost, AOC, Jasmine Crockett, and mostly I'm to the left of them on the things that I want and need. I understand they can only propose, like, people in the parties think they're crazy on the ideas that they're the most right about. Just because there are less people represented that are talking about the actual solutions doesn't make us wrong. We are the least crazy motherfuckers in this country who fucking see clearly what the problems are. And we get drowned out by the right wing because the people that you hear, they support the right wing. They support the corporatists. They support the freaking billionaires. They support the problem. The problem is not the left. Stop browbeating the left. I'm sick of the fucking browbeating of the left. You can take issues with people that are accelerationists or whatever. Like, you just tell them, like, hey, that ain't safe, man. And that's not what the data shows in terms of resistance. Nonviolent resistance is twice as effective, or twice as more likely to be effective than violent resistance. We don't want to get millions of people killed. You may not like that they're engaging in violence and we can't. I get it. You're a human being. We're outraged. We're worried about what's going to happen to the people, and we're sick of watching that stuff. And the natural impulse for people is to want vengeance. But vengeance is going to get a lot of people killed. We cannot do it. The best vengeance in this scenario is we stay in the fight with nonviolent resistance and we overcome these people. And it may be a long fight. Knuckle up. And I don't mean that in a violent way. I mean that like this. We are in a type of a fight. And we are going to take losses. And we have to keep getting up and moving forward. We're going to have to try tactics. Sometimes they're going to work and make some ground. Sometimes they're not. And we may not see the end of this in our lifetimes. We're going to have to teach the next generation how to stay in the fight. But I honestly, I'm tired of right-wingers. I'm tired of liberals picking at the left. I'm tired of neoliberals picking at the left. We didn't cause this shit. You guys like the fucking right wing will pick every other goddamn scapegoat. And the right wing, the majority of the Democrats in power, the establishment and the media pundits, their favorite scapegoat is the left. The actual left in this country that makes up a pretty good chunk of the base who's telling the Democratic Party, you fuckers are not popular because your strategies fucking suck. And that's on you. You keep doing the same tried and bullshit. Tried failures. You guys keep trying the same fucking bullshit like it's a cool idea. You fuck up and then you blame the leftists for telling you you're fucking up. We're losing enthusiasm. Why are you trying to appeal to some fucking Republican over here when you got this whole fucking base that could be galvanized if you pick the fights? You pick the fights and you fight for the right things and actually fucking mean it. If you did that, you'd probably have 80% approval or more. Jesus fucking Christ. There was a poll that came out that Zoran Mamdani polls 23% support from Republicans. Are you paying attention? In the most diverse city, that's got everybody, man. It's not just some blue haven. You got a massive populace. That is a group of a lot of different people. You can pretend this isn't the case. But Zoran Mamdani, what did he talk about? Affordability, man. Like affordability of housing. Everybody's impacted by this shit. Making sure that, people can get cheaper groceries and stuff. You may not like his solution, and I don't know if it's perfect, but we've used those before, like the government-run grocery stores or retail stores. Like we do them on military bases, and they seem to work fine. There's no reason why we can't do something. We need price controls. The government has the power to do price controls. I don't know how extensive they can do it, but they can do it. We should have public options for a whole bunch of stuff at a minimum to regulate the price structure. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm so pissed off at freaking liberals and libertarians and neoliberals because honestly, they're the biggest group that got us into this mess. I will give them credit where credit is due when they do things that are good. I'm not saying they fuck it all up, but they keep pulling us to the right and we can't. There's no midpoint of light fascist and heavy fascist. We have to move away from fascism. We have to beat fascism with something better so the fascists don't get a chance to come back. And we already are going to be up for a hell of a battle trying to move the country in any way that's useful to the rest of us because of the damage that the Republicans have done. And we have to address the crime narrative differently. I don't know how. Just advocating for doing it the legal way might help, stop kidnapping people. Maybe the government shouldn't do crime. I don't know. Not the most crazy idea. I don't know.